All right, Valdosta State press conference. On my far left, junior running back Seth McGill. On my far right, junior quarterback Ivory Durham, and head coach Gary Goff. Coach Goff, please open with an opening statement about the game.
Yeah, I thought we came out and kind of clicking on all cylinders. Offensively and defense got to a fast start. However, West Georgia kind of hung in the game right there, made some plays early on to keep them in the game. But extremely pleased on how offensively we continue to put points on the board. Winning at halftime, defense made a few adjustments. I thought West Georgia had a really good game plan right there, so we had to make some adjustments right there in the secondary. But overall, extremely pleased at how well all three phases played today. I thought it was one of our cleaner games we played all season long, and we need to continue doing that in order to accomplish our goals.
Questions for the student athletes?
Ivory, I guess first, just for this offense to be able to, how important was it to be able to respond any chance that you guys got? Certainly anytime West Georgia, had a score, you guys seemed to respond in some way. How important was that going in and being able to match them, and obviously, putting up the offensive output that you guys did today?
Well, it was very important because we have a mentality of just scoring every time we touch the field. So the guys are behind me, I'm behind them, and we just trust our coach and trust the offense, and so we just want to score every time we touch the field.
And then, just how ready and hungry was this team to get out on the field today? I feel like it's been probably a long wait for you guys. So just how ready was this team to get out there today?
We were excited, just happy to be here. We was blessed to play on another Saturday. It was 2 weeks off, so we was just ready to get back out there and just play football.
Coach, Seth, you guys had 719 yards of total offense. Seemed like you were able to kind of grind them down. You had the ball for over half the game. So how important was being able to just take them on long drives and also score points to just kind of wear them down as you went on?
It was very important. I think it played out how the game went. We got the ball and we won, scored every drive we could. So.
We knew, West Georgia's got a really good defense. They played really good all season long, so we knew we'd have to have a good balance of the rushing attack and the passing game right there. So, again, especially in that first half right there, it was really good to see the offensive line create some creases and then the running backs hitting it for positive yardage. Anytime you can stay ahead of the chains, making third and mediums, third and shorts, you like your chances. I see we were 7 of 12 on third down conversions, and that was a big part of sustaining drives early on.
Seth, how important was it for you guys to come out in the second half and be able to, continue to light that fire? And you obviously had, that almost big touchdown run there. I know you would have liked that. But to have that spark early there in that third quarter, to be able to have that and kind of, get you guys going, how you ended the first half right, how important was that for you guys?
It was very important. We put a big emphasis on dominating the 8, which is 4 minutes before the half and 4 minutes after the half. So it was very important to, have that spark so we can finish the game off.
Coach Ivory, I don't know which one he's better for, but it seems like you guys are really aggressive on the snap count, trying to make them play, kind of draw their aggressiveness, getting them off sides and taking the big play, big shot downfield. Was that kind of a plan going in to kind of make them a little tentative coming off the line on the snaps?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something to do to help our offensive line. When you're playing an aggressive defense, you got to try to equalize it a little bit right there, and we've been good at that all year long. I bet you every opponent we've gotten them kind of offside some, and a lot of that's HJ right there. You'll see him sometimes clap immediately, other times the fake clap, and then when we throw in that play right there, it gives us the ability to throw the ball downfield. You saw us do it even early on in the season, but the defense line actually hit us. If they hit us, the play's dead. But I thought they did a great job of that tonight. Ty Henson, our center, did a great job making sure they were in that neutral zone so we can get that free play.
2 more questions.
Hey, Coach, you had a point in the third quarter where it was almost about two-score game with West Georgia, like they were getting some momentum back there. What was your message to your team to kind of keep focused and kind of preach that championship mentality as you go into the playoffs?
Well, just keep attacking. Like HJ said earlier, our mentality is to continue attacking on both sides of the ball every play. Don't worry about the play that just happened. Most important play in football is the next play. So that was it. I mean, it really didn't change us any. I saw them actually getting the momentum, and I didn't get worried about it because we've been so hot on offense, but I knew the game, it was still a tight ball game and anything could happen. They did a good job in the regular season of getting back in the ball game, and it was really close at the end of the game. So proud of the guys, proud of the way they hung in there and made sure we kind of kept the pedal to the metal right there and pulled away.
Coach. Hey, Coach, what were some of the small things you preached to your team, whether it's offense and defense, they looked pretty good today, that some people may not really think about?
Well, I'd say the biggest thing is just playing for each other, playing for their teammates. It's win or go home, and we got some great seniors on the team that have been here a long time and had a lot of sacrifices. You throw in that COVID year where a lot of those guys could have just left and started their careers, but they wanted to be a part of something special. So the fact that they've done that and really, kind of stuck to our mission, it really, kind of brought the entire team together, realizing, wow, we only got one more game with each other. So let's make sure we give it our all so we can continue playing for the next 4 weeks. So that's probably been the most important thing the last 2 weeks, playing for your brother.
Last question.
Hey, Albert, just a question for you. You had a big day today. Congratulations. What were you seeing downfield today? I know you had a lot of downfield passes to your wide receivers. How much trust have you gone in for this week? Not only just it looks like in the game, but also in practice to pull off a performance like such as that today.
That's just working day and night with the receivers that we have. I'm thankful for them. Without them, I'm pretty much not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's just working pretty much nonstop. We have trust in each other. Like Coach said, this is a family. It's a brotherhood. And this team is special, and we just want to keep playing. We have one more guaranteed game, and we just want to make it count.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Seth McGill, Coach Goff, Ivory Durham. Blazers will play next Saturday at 1 p.m. against Bowie State here at Bazemore Hyder Stadium. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
You can take your waters if you want it.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, we got head coach David Dean, quarterback Harrison Frost, safety Mike Miller. Coach Dean will begin with some comments and then I'll open up for questions.
Obviously a very frustrating day for us. Defensively couldn't stop them. They played extremely well on offense, and we couldn't match them score for score. And they just separated from us there in the second half. But I know we probably supposed to talk about the game, but I'm going to talk about this football team because I'm extremely proud of them. There's a lot of people that did not expect this team to do anything. At the beginning of the season, we were picked 5th in the conference. We had one guy that was chosen to be preseason all-conference. And these guys proved a lot of people wrong. And they played together. They played hard. And I can't be more proud to lead a group. And 2 of them are right here. But we got a lot of guys in that locker room that are hurting right now. But we realized that we didn't play our best today. We didn't play at our best 3 weeks ago. But I think a lot of that had to do with Valdosta State. They're a very good football team. I don't know if anybody in the country is going to be better than them. So, from a Gulf South Conference team, we wish them luck. We hope that they represent the Gulf South Conference well and win another championship for the Gulf South Conference. But these guys, again, proud of them, proud to be a part of them, and like the way that they continue to fight throughout the game today.
Harrison, you added to your school record, man, over 3,600 yards. That right now is probably not at the forefront of your mind, but obviously a great accomplishment for you in this whole offense.
Yeah, I didn't really expect to be here. Coach Dean, I appreciate you, bringing me here, letting me play another year. I don't really do much. I just throw it to my guys, and they get the yards for me. So that's pretty much how it was all year, and pretty much the same thing happened today. So.
Mike, I know you want to talk about your defense, man. You were obviously a big part, a couple of big scooping scores to look back on that really catapulted the whole team and the program a whole lot this year. But I know you want to talk about your guys a little bit.
Yeah, we've got a great group. Starts with defensive coordinator. He came in, brought a positive mindset. A lot of young guys on both sides. But I think, throughout the season we handled adversity well. Through everything we fought, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. Glad to be a part of a playoff run, and glad to be a part of those young guys' lives, and watch how they change during the season, because I know it's bigger than football. So I know that what we were able to put together this year, it'll definitely be remembered, and it'll go on in the next year and years
Coach, talk about, obviously, we didn't get the ultimate goal, but talk about how special the season was, knowing last year we missed the season, didn't get to play.
Well, it was. It was very frustrating last year, not being able to do what you love to do, and that's coach guys and go out on the field and on the grass and practice every day and play every Saturday. But to these kids' credit, they continue to work. They went in the weight room, and even though we had to go in smaller groups and change up the things that we did, they worked towards this season, and really proud of them for doing that. And I'm just grateful that we were able to play, 12 games this year? We were able to play 12 games and not have one canceled. Kind of scary today. We woke up and about 5 guys had the flu. We had 5 guys playing the flu today. It's around the country right now, but over the last 2 weeks, we've been devastated with illness and sickness and had guys missing practice. And that's not an excuse, but it was frustrating that when you go into a game, you want to be full strength, and we weren't able to do that. But in the long run, just very, very fortunate that we were able to play our 12 games and not have one canceled, because as a coach and as a player, that's tough. When you prepare and then Wednesday or Thursday they say, hey, we're not going to be able to play the game, that's tough. And that's the way we felt last year. The day that we reported we're supposed to start practice, they pushed it back, and then after they pushed it back, it was, you're not going to have a season, and that was a gut punch. But to our kids' credit and our seniors, we had about 7 guys on that football team that have already graduated, and all of them came back because they wanted to be a part of this family and make a run and do the things that they did today, and can't thank them enough.
Any more questions?
Coach, you got down and you were able to score there kind of at the end of the first half. You were able to get that touchdown to Blackman that kind of got you within 14. You weren't able to kind of parlay that in momentum, but how important was that to try and get a foothold and try to get some traction there?
Well, it was big, because I made a stupid mistake early in the game, and I thought we could get a yard on our little off-tackle play that we had in, and we didn't. They did a good job of sniffing it out, and we gave them great field position there to get their first score. But the thing was, we took so long to get going. I think we went 3 series and never got a first down until we finally put that first one together. But once we got rolling there in the first half, we were moving the ball very well. Harrison was throwing the ball. We were catching it. We were protecting a lot better, and we were able to run the ball a little bit more. And that kind of opened some things up for us and allowed us to be a little bit more effective offensively. Just on the flip side, they were clicking on all cylinders offensively. The quarterback was throwing the ball well. They were running the ball well. And the first time we played, they had some explosive plays, but not as many as they had today. And of course, that was obviously the big difference in the game, is the number of explosive plays. And when you play this team, you just cannot give them explosive plays. And they got so many weapons, they're going to get them. We knew they were going to get yards. We just couldn't allow them to have those big explosive plays, and they did. To their credit, they did a great job.
Sir, I got another one for you. You're only able to run the ball for 29 yards there. And then on their side, they had so many, but they were able to control the time of possession, had the ball over 38 minutes.
Yeah.
How did those 2 things kind of factor into not having the outcome that you wanted today?
Well, early in the game, we couldn't run the ball, obviously, so in the second quarter, we kind of jumped to our passing game, and it got us back into the game. But you're not going to live on being able to throw the ball every snap. You got to be able to mix in the run, and that's what we weren't able to do today. We weren't able to get our run game established, and it forced us to be one-dimensional. When we were able to score, they were quick strike scores. I mean, they were probably drives of 5 or 6 plays, and I think that's what a big discrepancy in the time of possession was, not along with them being able to take those long drives and score. But again, the big difference for us offensively was not being able to establish that run game, and that's something that we've been able to do. I mean, everybody looks at us and says, man, this guy throws for 3,700 yards in the season, but we also ran the ball pretty well all year except for today.
More questions? All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.